tuning in.
Hey guys, welcome to Tech Talk. It's Ryan. And I'm Will. And today we are with just a bunch of our guys and we're going to start talking. And girl. Alright, so Sam, how about you start us off?
Okay, so I've heard some news. There's an article about a Tesla Model X, their SUV, beating a Ferrari F1 something. I forget the full name. But it beat it for about the first 15 seconds. And then since the top speed of the Ferrari is 190 miles per hour and the top speed of the Tesla is 155, eventually the Ferrari passed the Tesla.
Wow, that's pretty cool. That Tesla has been getting that advanced.
Especially because it's their SUV.
What's the top speed of the X?
155.
Oh, wow.
What's the top speed of the Ferrari?
155. Or no, 190, sorry.
Yeah, it was 190.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it beat it for the first, because the acceleration on the Tesla is better than Ferrari.
That is very true. My dad just got a Tesla, and when we drive in it, you can, if you're on like a highway, you can literally go from 40 miles an hour to 60 miles an hour in 1 second.
Yeah, it's like,
insane.
it's a 0 to 60 like 3 seconds.
So it's 3.2 for the X. For the X, it's 3.2.
What is it for the S?
The S, so they say it's like 2.9, but people have gotten it to be 2.4 in the P90D.
Yeah. Does your dad have the P90 or no?
No, my dad has the 85D.
0 to 60 on the P85.
It's like 3 seconds, something like that.
So it's closer to the X than the P90. How do you think the 3 will stack up compared?
So I think the 3 is going to be a really good car because all Teslas are really good cars.
Yeah.
I think it will probably be very fast too, but it's going to have less features, I feel. So, I mean, it's still going to be an amazing car, but it's not going to have like everything that the S has.
Yeah. Do you think self-driving will be
It
standard on
is.
the S?
They said that
And
comes
it
with
is
the
on
car.
the S, but is it a part of the 3 too?
Yeah.
So Sam, if let's just say you didn't have a Tesla, what type of Tesla out of all the ones that are released so far would you choose?
If you're talking about the ones that are released, then you can't count the 3.
Well, I mean,
because
counting
it's
the 3.
technically
Counting the 3.
yeah.
What about the
Yeah.
Roadster?
Counting everything that's been announced yet.
Yes. Yeah.
So
yeah.
including the Roadster? Even though they don't
let's
make
not put the Roadster in there. So
Okay,
the
so
3,
I'd
the X, and the
probably-
S.
It depends like how I'm living. If I'm living with all the money I have like ever, then I'd get the S. If not, and I have like a family, then I get the X. And if I was just like, I don't know, maybe just 2 people, then I'd get the 3. So they all work for different reasons.
Well, it depends on your financial situation because the 3 is a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't the 3 35,000?
That's the base price, yeah.
Yeah,
that's a
but
lot.
Well, you're saying that these are cheap. These are don't get us
No,
wrong.
yeah,
These
this
are
is
really
all-
expensive
This is
cars.
all,
Yeah, I mean,
this
we're
is
talking-
all in context.
This is always just like Tesla.
This
thinking.
is Tesla cheap. This isn't
like-
like
Yeah.
Yeah, this
go
is
to a
Tesla cheap.
junkyard,
We're
buy a
talking-
car. Like
This isn't Toyota.
yeah, this is the Prius is actually it's like 25,000 and it's the hybrid. The 2016 Prius that has like
Okay, yeah, I'm talking like an older one.
an older Prius. Yeah, you can get those ones.
Yeah, I mean,
Like some of the
we're
older
talking about-
Subarus.
The Subaru. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you get the S and you get upgrades, it can be like $120,000 car.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
ta-
Compared to a Lambo, and you're getting a good deal.
Yeah, compare anything. to
Especially
Lamborghini.
because, in my opinion, Teslas are way better than Ferraris and Lambos.
but it's
Mustangs are the best. I have 2. I have a 65 Fastback, which is a really good car. It's kind of broken down, but my dad is putting it in maintenance, and yeah, it should run fine. It's a classic car for old car lovers.
Yeah.
So,
Quest has one. It does all this cool
Yeah.
stuff to like make it go really fast.
and I mean, it's cherry red. I mean, what's not to love?
A cherry red Mustang.
Yeah, like,
is a nice
pretty
car.
cool.
I love, like,
So my
what...
keyboard switches.
But, okay, but if you think about the Tesla, I mean, if you think about all the software stuff they have, I mean, they just have like a new update on the car that what you can literally do is if you park your car in a garage and you're outside the garage, you can summon your car.
So I was at Sam's house for a sleepover, and we were summoning the car, and the car almost hit his dog, but it didn't.
Yeah, my dad has an Apple Watch too, and he summons the Tesla from his Apple Watch. And like, so I have an ATV, so I was on my ATV with a few friends and like cousins, and then the car starts coming out, and they're like, "Oh, where's your dad going?" I'm like, "Yeah, my dad's not in there. It's just Tesla. Tesla's just going for a ride."
Have fun.
Yeah, and even the auto drive, it's so cool. It just stays inside the lanes on like a highway.
I have to
Cruises.
say, I did when I was in Sam's. That's the one time I've ever been in a Tesla, and that's a magical car. I
It's
will
actually
say.
so cool. And it's like so smooth.
Yeah,
And
my
it's
dad is a
silent.
Cayenne Diesel 2013, and I thought that was smooth. It rides so
It's
well.
actually a plane
But
or a
it is.
spaceship.
But it's so silent too.
Yeah, no, well, like it's electric, so you can't hear it. The only thing you hear is the wheels on the
The
ground.
that is magical.
Yeah. Also, my cousin, he's like younger than us. He's flown a plane before.
Mhm.
So,
Did you fly a plane?
he flew a plane. So we're like, well, this car's autopilot just like a plane, and my dad accelerates, and he's like, if this car has wings
It's a plane.
at 55 knots, which is like 60 miles an hour, it
Yeah.
would be off the
That would
ground.
be pretty cool.
But then it just fall because if
It
the
wouldn't have
wheels
enough.
were
I wonder if-
propellers, then
I wonder if Tesla's gonna take a turn and try to go for maybe air.
well, they have
or boat.
SpaceX
Oh, well, it's SpaceX.
SpaceX.
and Solar
Yeah,
City,
SpaceX.
so
It'd be cool if they went for boats too, because then we could have something like an electric boat.
or electric motorcycles.
How
Yeah, we might even have
Oh,
less
that'd be cool.
ocean pollution because of that.
My
Yeah.
parents might actually buy that one.
But like, how long do you think until commercial space travel is a thing? Like,
I think
Um,
that should
Sooner than you
I
think.
think we've got 30 to 40 years.
I don't think
I think sooner than that.
I don't think it's gonna be in our lifetime.
So,
Yeah,
I-
I'm with Meredith.
so a
I
lot of
actually I'm with Sam and Brent.
I think
a
it's
lot
soon.
of people like Time Magazine, although in some tabloids, I don't read tabloids, but Time Magazine and stuff has said that it's gonna take until like 2020 or so until commercial space travel is available. Although it already is, if you pay NASA enough money, they're probably gonna let you ride in a spacecraft and then just like let you float down.
Like you can already get on the list to go
You
to
can,
space.
you can.
Yeah, but
It's-
NASA
it's
is
really
extremely
hard.
underfunded, so.
But but I'm not saying like space travel to Mars or stuff like that. But just like commercial space travel, you can just go into space and then come back down for like maybe like a week or so. Like,
Okay.
how long do you think? How far are we out from that?
Okay, well, I have a lot to say on the matter because actually for my declamation, I wrote about the future of space exploration.
Wow.
So I talked about SpaceX and like I think SpaceX is well on its way to being almost as efficient as NASA because SpaceX sent something to the International Space Station for like 57 million, whereas NASA did it for like 208 billion.
But how do you
It's,
think
such
that,
a
like,
huge difference?
if you're comparing SpaceX to Virgin Galactic and Blue Origin, who do you think will who will do commercial airplanes? Not airplanes, spaceships the quickest.
I don't.
NASA
I don't really think
Yeah.
NASA should do it. I mean, it's a government-funded program, so I don't think. I mean, I just don't really think that it has the potential to, and it's extremely underfunded. So I think something like SpaceX would.
Henry, I thought you had some thoughts.
Yeah, actually, last year, me and a couple of my friends at my old school, we did a research project, and we actually found that companies are planning to go to Mars within the next 10 years.
Yeah, I was talking. I did a science project this year about that. Ryan was on my debate team, so Ryan and Henry both on my debate team. So we talked about how we talked about how space like commercial space travel to Mars, not commercial space travel, but just travel to Mars is like next 10 years maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if they are able to carry out everything that they've already started now, we'll probably be in a chance in the next few years to be able to even have somebody go to, like a civilian, get trained and go to space, which would be awesome.
Well, actually, they're sending a test rocket to Mars, I believe, in 2018, and it's done by a company called Mars One. You can look it up online. It has the website.
As long as something like the Martians can happen.
I think Mars One is just a project. I think it might be. Is it NASA that is running Mars One, or is it just a separate company, smaller company?
I'm not sure either. That will be something we have to look into. Sam.
Okay, really quick. I think SpaceX will have all the technology that they need to send people to space, like people like us, but I don't think they will. I don't think they'll release something like that until either a different company starts to think about it, because they always want to one-up people, like they prove that an electric car can be faster than a hyper or a supercar. But I think they'll have all the technology they need, but won't do it until someone else is looking into it.
That's probably will happen. No, because you do make a good point. Tesla is always trying to one up like their competition to make them. Because if you go in too early, then it's very then the market just gets saturated.
Yeah, then it's kind of scary because
Yeah,
you don't know
and
what's
if
gonna
you-
happen.
Yeah, if you just wait a little bit and then you go in 5 years in and you're like, yeah, we can send people to space. And then
I think they'll also be doing like software updates for rockets, like while they're in space. Like
that
I-
would be interesting.
so someone hacked Tesla and saw there was gonna be something. They saw something about like they have
OTA rocket updates.
no. It was the car. It was for the cars. So they have like a 95. It's the size of the battery. They have a 95, and they saw that a 100 was gonna come out. I think that's what they're gonna do for like the rockets. They're gonna have something in secret. They'll probably be sending up like a satellite for a company, and also have a person on there that's like an experiment. And then if that goes well, like 2 or 3 times, then they might start.
Yeah, I agree.
But we're talking about sending people to another planet.
Well,
We're
I mean-
talking about sending people to space. Mars is uninhabitable for us because our Earth has a lot more gravity. Like their gravity is 3.8. Our gravity is 3.4 is their gravity. Our gravity is 9.8. Our core is made out of iron. It's really heavy, and that's what makes us have so much gravity. Mars doesn't even have an atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's uninhabitable for us.
Yeah, I mean,
And,
we could colonize it though. Like we could create a small area where we could set up like a
Where
base
it
camp
could
or
be
something
habitable.
where we'll have air, where we'll have a lot of that stuff, and then that could eventually help us a lot, and we could learn, and then we'd have a place to go back and
So
get
now
more
we're
air
kind of
and all
talking
that.
about literally making the Martian a reality. I don't know,
Yes.
where we have Finn, we have the Hab, we have the MAV, we're seriously now just talking about how close until the Martian is reality.
Well,
That'd
I
be
mean,
so cool.
That would be fun.
I mean, technically, fake gravity is possible to make. You'd have to drill into the core of Mars, fill it with molten metals.
And we don't have that. We don't have that yet. That might take a little longer.
Theoretically
Theoretically possible. I don't know how we can accomplish this in this millennium.
Well, SpaceX.
Well,
And also-
actually, we can, adding on to Brent, it's definitely possible that they can remake the atmosphere because it was originally stripped by the sun's magnetic force because Mars shut down. So if we restart Mars' magnetic field, then we can make a new atmosphere.
Going back to what Brent said, I mean, also, should something go wrong, while we're drilling, I mean, the chances of that'd be very, very, very difficult. Because you couldn't get something that long to drill in. But should something go wrong, the Houston Control Center, or even if you were controlling from the International Space Station, you're still, I think from the Earth, 24 light minutes away. Should something go wrong,
there's
all hell could break loose in that 24 minutes.
Mhm.
I mean, the whole thing could just explode.
Yeah.
And we can't travel at the speed.
Yeah, and we can't do anything about it.
I
Yeah.
mean,
we can
if,
travel at the speed of light.
That'd be so cool.
That would be
And
crazy.
one more point from NASA on the topic of space travel: we're funding their vacations, and they're not going to do the same for us.
true.
Okay. Also, if I think SpaceX would probably have a rocket that lands on a planet and sets up a base camp for you. So then,
That'd be cool.
so if
Almost like a
something did go wrong, that would kind of be your safe. That would be like your shield. So while you're drilling, it would be in a bubble or something. So then you would always have oxygen and you wouldn't die, I guess.
Yeah, but have you seen the Martian? Everything just goes wrong. The dude gets pale.
I mean, everything goes wrong
With
because,
SpaceX
I mean,
in charge, that probably
pretty
would
much
happen.
the worst possible situation.
imagine goes wrong.
Yeah, and everything goes wrong, and the dude gets impaled. Now we're just talking about now we're literally getting is the Martian can the Martian ever be real?
mean, it could happen, but I mean,
As long as you don't leave
Like-
someone on Mars.
the worst situation
That'd be
happened
funny.
in like the worst possible time.
Basically.
It would
Okay.
kind of be funny.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
unless you're as smart
As Matt Damon.
yeah, unless you're as smart as Matt Damon, that I don't think.
Just gotta
And
be
it
an
would be in
actor.
another universe where NASA's actually properly funded.
Okay, so I think
mean,
that is a good place to leave off. Thank you for listening to
Tech Talk.
episode 7 of Tech Talk.
Yeah, and just to remind everyone, we've got all 6 episodes so far on the Tech Talk YouTube channel, which is accessible from WSLX.
Or you just type in SLS Tech Talk to YouTube on YouTube, first channel that'll come up. And we hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week.
Thank
Adios.
you.
Yeah.
Bye.